Okay, come on. Are we back? Hold on. Looking at my chat. Let me know if we're back. I am bringing Higurashi back up again. Can you guys see me? Please tell me this is working. Hello, and we're back. Sorry about that. Right in the middle, I got the, you know, the black screen of death. If that happens again, I may just need to stop for today. I'm sorry. Of course, it's not a Doki Door stream without some issues, right? One of these days, I will have a better computer and setup and everything. But for everybody that is still sticking with me, thank you so much. We may have lost like a tiny bit of progress, but I think I saved like right when we started the thing with Reina. So yeah, I will give a minute for everybody to come back. Just speed. Yeah, I'll speed through. I'm so sorry about that. Man, I hate that this happens every time. But hey, at least now I'm a little more chill about it. If this was like a month ago, then I probably would have been freaking out. But now I'm just like, oh well. I'm trying to be more chill about things nowadays. So yeah, I'll start up again, or I'll press continue. Wait. No data. Okay. Oh, the quick save. Load. Yes. Okay. Cool. All right, sweet. Let's see. If I press log, I'm going to see how I can save. Yes. Oh, that's how you save. Okay, cool. Dora, you may be too young to remember, but when the Blair Witch Project came out, there was a lot of media attention because they claimed it to be real found footage as a publicity stunt. Yes, actually, I did know that. I remember, like, well, I don't remember, but like when I did research on the Blair Witch Project after I watched it, just because I was so fascinated by it, I saw that they tried to treat it like it was a real thing, and these kids were actually all missing, and I think that's so cool. It's so immersive. Um, I also heard that the directors of Blair Witch, did what they can to kind of make it feel like it was as realistic as possible for the actors, like they would isolate them in the forest for a while and would walk away and wouldn't give them food. And I mean, that's really unethical. So if any of you guys are movie directors, please don't do that to your actors and your crew. This is just not cool. But it did result in a good movie. Yeah, so it looks like we lost quite a few viewers, but to everybody who is back, thank you so much for sticking with me. If this happens again, I'm sorry. I may need to stop for today, but hopefully I'll be able to go back to this one day. But for now, we're gonna try again, and hopefully it'll work for a little bit. All right, let's get back to it. I am just gonna zoom to where we were before. Sam, you are in this chat. Hello. My friend Sam Kovet is in here. He's a good buddy of mine. Do I have a favorite Pokemon? I have a few favorite Pokemon, actually. It is... I love Eevee. I love Esper. I love Jirachi. It's really hard to just choose, like, one favorite. Maybe Esper? I really like Esper. I remember when Esper was a meme back in the day. Let's zoom to back where we were. We're gonna get back to the pickle line, because I think that was where we left off before the stream shut down. Right. Excuse me for 1 second. Oh, we're almost there. Pickles, pickles, pickles. I'm gonna I'm gonna save right at that part again. Because y'all know me, I am a compulsive saver. Wait, let me just check how my connection is right now. Alright, it says it's good. Please do not crash again on me. Only the real Doki dorks stick around. Yes, thank you, Doki dorks, for sticking with me. I mean, I don't blame all the people who dropped off, but what can you do? This is a chill stream anyway, so to all the people who are here, I am happy you are here. And to all the people that left off, that's okay. Go about your day. It's all zen here. Let's get back to the game. We're, yeah, almost there. Was it you, Reina, or was it your mom? Why are you asking who made them? Why? Depending on who made them, my opinion of them might change drastically. She counted frantically on her fingers, trying to remember the amount of salt she'd used to pickle them. It wasn't like I was trying to tease her, but I couldn't stop myself. Guys who take pleasure in this kind of thing are probably the worst. Guys like me. Well, at least he comes by it honestly. Reina nervously opened and closed her mouth over and over, trying to muster a response. It was me. Delicious. Huh? Pretty good, just like the last ones. They went perfectly with rice. Her face went bright red again. She was completely spacing out. It truly was a lot of fun to tease her. I pray that Reina never gets taken advantage of by some lowlife. Trust me, I think she can defend herself. Keep at it, Reina. I'll train you until you handle it like the average person. Or so I decided for myself. Let's go! If we keep Mion waiting, we'll never hear the end of it. Seeing as she just keeps spacing out otherwise, I called Reina back to reality so we could make our way to school. I feel like she's a lot more shy in the visual novel, because I remember in the anime she was a lot more, like, sassy. Do you guys remember her being a little more sassy in the anime? Dory, do you play Fall Guys? I haven't. I really want to play Fall Guys, actually, because a lot of my friends have been playing that. I was on our producer Adrian's stream a few nights ago playing this really fun game called Among Us, and that was great, but I still need to get Fall Guys. The strange, easily flustered girl is Reina Ryugu. I've only known her for about a month, but I've come to realize that it's not just her name that's strange. I like this music too. Mi-chan, good morning! Coming up to the next rendezvous point, we saw another person waiting for us. Noticing us, she waved. Aha! Finally! You two are late. I'm gonna make her a little more sassy. Usually you're the one who's late. In sharp contrast to the diligent Reina, this one marched to the beat of her own drum. She's Mion Sonozaki. For what it's worth, she's our senior and head of the class. Morning, Reina. And it's been a while, Kei-chan. How many years? I was only off 2 days. You don't say. You were so much cuter back then. Mion's gaze started at my chest and then dropped straight down, focusing on the point between my legs. It's gonna be one of those visual novels, huh? Dora, use your magic to save the streams from the evils of YouTube. Yeah. Since you like the Danganronpa games, have you ever played Phoenix Wright? The only Phoenix Wright game that I've played part of was the one that was attached to the Professor Layton game, and I enjoyed that. I don't know why I never even went back to it. I've also seen part of the Phoenix Wright anime, which is okay, I guess. So she was saying it was my crotch that was cuter back then. Before you ask, just to be clear, I've never actually showed it to her. Can we not have this kind of dialogue? I've grown quite splendidly. You'd be surprised. Where? Not only is he bigger, but he has a little mustache now. Being so engorged with energy every morning is quite a problem, though. I'll introduce you next time, so be sure to greet him properly. Ew! I don't like this. Don't say next time. Right now is just fine. How about letting a little guy get a breath of fresh air? Why are they still talking about this? I don't think I've ever heard talk so dirty you could smell it fouling up the morning air. Before. Mion sure does like to act like an old man sometimes. Like a perverted old man. Gotcha. Time for the big reveal. No! Hope you don't regret it. As my hand reached for my fly, Reina began to ramble in a near panic. Hey, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Red-faced and flustered, Reina tried to play dumb, but it was obvious she knew what we were talking about. Talking about my dick. You guys are gonna hate me, but I'm just gonna keep saving over and over again because I'm afraid it's gonna crash again. Because it wasn't only Streamlabs that crashed, but it was also my game? That's what happens when you're doing this all on one single laptop. And to, yeah, she is simping. And to all the new people that came back, I'm really sorry about that. If this happens again, then I'm sorry, but I'm probably just gonna stop. Just because this is just sort of more of a chill, welcome back sort of thing. But hopefully we'll be able to keep going for a little bit. I'll probably play until maybe like 7:30. That's why Tori is Big D-chan for real. All these girls want to be on my dick. How was it? Seeing the city again. Mion switched gears, dropping the dirty talk and changing the topic to something more befitting the pleasant morning. I only went for a funeral. I didn't have much time. So yeah, did you look for it? That thing I asked for? You're not listening at all. I just came back from a funeral. I didn't have any time to look around in toy stores. Toy stores and hobby shops are completely different, you know. It's really difficult to get Western stuff around here after all. Is this about games again, Mi-chan? Ooh, she's a gamer girl. She's a simp and a gamer girl. Mion nodded proudly as Reina giggled. Yep, I wanted K-chan to bring me back a Westport catalog, you see. Westport was short for Western Imported Games. Using that abbreviation did make it sound pretty geeky. You can just get them to send you one in the mail, can't you? Well, guess I have to now. I'm going to get another game full of hot action. Oh, she likes Otome games, doesn't she? I wonder what her type is. This time, I'd like a game that's easy to understand. Mion is a board and card game enthusiast, and I hear she's collected quite a lot of different ones. Okay, maybe not Otome games? According to Reina, Mion's room has kind of become a museum for domestic and foreign games. If there's a game you think I'd understand, let me play too. Oh, I wonder if it's like Chica, where she loves only German analog games. Do you consider yourself a simp, Dory? It depends who it's for. I simp for, Noi from Dorohedoro. She can carry me away. Of course. If K-chan is up for it, I should warn you though, we're pretty tough. You know, I kind of wish that they could be saying who's saying what, because I get confused. I mean, I want to say this is Mion's line. Just what I want. I play all sorts of games. I don't intend to lose. Whoa. Then we'll let you in the group this time, I guess. Bristling with joy from head to toe, Reina looked back and forth between me and Mion. Mion gave her an affirmative wank and her You see, this is what happened when they talk about dicks. I just say, I see wink and I say wank. God damn. I should be a little more clean. I'm sorry. Mion gave her an affirmative wink, and her expression picked up even further. I thought boys preferred playing outside more, so I figured you wouldn't want to. Reina laughed happily. From such a friendly conversation, you wouldn't think I had moved here less than a month ago. I understood that they did all they could to make a transfer student like me feel at home. I'll have to try harder to fit in, so they won't feel like they have to try to make me feel welcome. I felt like if I acted a bit more open than I usually am, it should probably be about right for this place. And we're in the school now. Hinamisama was a really small village. Not only was there only one school, but there was only one class. God, that must be hard to teach because, like, I don't know, your brain works at different ages, so they must teach them, like, really basic everything. Dory, do you play D&D? If so, what class and what race? Don't hate me, I have played D&D before, but I found that it wasn't really my thing. It was fun a couple of times that I played it, but it goes a little bit slow for me. But when I did play, I like to play as, like, a half-elf bard usually. I know that's a little basic, but... and I also like tieflings, too. But yeah, that's usually what I like to do. The class that encompasses all different grades and ages. There are about 30 students at different levels, and they all study in the same class. I'm told that long ago there used to be... Empty Puff Bar, thank you so much for donating. Love the stream, can't wait for the Stardew ASMR stream. Hopefully it'll put me to sleep before my Ambien. What's your opinion on classics like The Shining? I love The Shining. I thought that was a creepy movie. I thought Shelley Duvall was criminally underrated in that movie, and I hate that Stanley Kubrick tortured her throughout the whole set. But I do think that is a wonderful, really creepy film that I watched in my high school film class, and it terrified me. And one day I will get to that Stardew stream once I have a better setup that doesn't crash every 5 minutes. However, it seems something that happened had made it become a single class, and now it stayed that way out of tradition. I was shocked at first, but humans adapt pretty quickly. I've already gotten quite used to it. The sound of children playing started right from the morning. It was such a lively mood. It felt more like a kindergarten than a proper school, not that that was a bad thing. Mion, who had been walking up in front of us until then, suddenly let me take the lead. Right in front of the classroom door. So I was meant to slide the door open and enter the room first. It's booby-trapped. Heh. Too bad. I wasn't going to fall for that again. Oh, I was right. To think you'd give up the lead here. You meant for this to be a test of my skills. Mion chuckled with a haughty smirk on her face. Oh! Yo, the music is great in this game. I have been loving every song so far. What is it, you guys? Step back, Reina. It's dangerous. She's here. Huh? Then Sadako-chan is... Her name was Sadako Hoju. Or Hojo. She was a disrespectful, impudent, bossy kid. The way she talks was annoying, but it would be immature to get worked up over just that. The real problem was this. Saving again. Don't hate me. I'm really afraid it's going to crash again, and if it does, I am so sorry. Quite the obvious trap. A blackboard eraser wedged in the door. It's too obvious. Sadako! A haughty laugh came from behind the door. Excellent, Kei-chan. I guess that means you win this round. No, this is Sadako we're talking about. I doubt this is it. After falling for such intricate traps since the day I transferred, I no longer let my guard down. Sadako liked to combine a variety of traps. Traps that were simply there to bait you into the main one. Traps that relentlessly kept coming at you like a sadistic Rube Goldberg machine that the list goes on. As well as being clever, they almost never misfire. When you least expect it, she strikes. No escape. No time to relax. By the looks of it, this eraser is normal. No rocks or anything in it. I took a pretty heavy hit from a blackboard eraser loaded with rocks on my first day. So then why don't you just open the door and let it drop? That's what it is. That's what Sadako was after. Making me focus my attention upward. So as I lifted my hand to the door... There were thumbtacks stuck to the sliding door handle with tape. A frightening trap. Was she trying to, like, pierce his skin? What a sadistic little girl. A potent and terrifying trap. Concealed by using the blackboard eraser. An impressive combination, Sadako. But in the end, nothing more than the trivial machinations of a child. Assured of my victory, I threw the door open and stepped into the room. Is she going to join the harem? I sure hope not. I felt something strange at my ankle. It was similar to the sensation of a jump rope catching on my leg. By the time I realized she had me, hook, line, and sinker, it was already too late. I began to fall in an almost picturesque manner. Whoa, timber! Kei-chan, watch out! Instinctively, reacting to Mion's shrill warning, I twisted my body in midair before I landed on the floor. Ow, ow. Ow? An inkstone filled to the brim was placed right where I would have landed. I shuddered, imagining the situation I had landed square on it. Oh, she's such a cute little sadist. Who's everybody's favorite girl so far? I know we just met Sadoko.
My, what do we have here? A fair morning to you, Keiichi-san. Aren't we a lively one this morning?
Still sprawled in an awkward position, I was greeted by a mocking voice. That was a step up from your usual traps, Sadoko. Sadoko!
I haven't the faintest idea what you mean.
Oh, she's got the fang. Oh, that means she's the mischievous girl. British accent for Sadoko? Do you guys want me to do a British accent for Sadoko? I can do a British accent for Sadoko. It's not going to be very good, but I'll do one.
I haven't the faintest idea what you mean.
I'm going to give her a Cockney accent.
You're quite unlucky this morning.
You little... Ow, 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 ow. You're... It seemed I'd inadvertently sprained my back a little when I'd landed. Better than landing on that inkstone. Oh, bye, Sam. Thank you so much for coming. It means a lot to me. I'll speak to you on Sunday. Rika! She's my favorite. I love her so much. She's so cute. A small hand gently rubbed my head.
Pain, go away.
I'm gonna give her the Emoto voice, because she is by far the most adorable. The small, dainty hand continued to gently stroke my head.
You didn't sprain your back or anything, did you? If you rub it like this, the pain disappears.
Oh. I thought about asking how rubbing my head would help my back, but I didn't. It's not so much about what you actually do, it's the thought that counts. Yeah, thanks, Rika-chan. The pain's going away now.
Yay! Rika-chan, good morning! Good morning to you, Rina! A good morning to all!
Rika-chan greeted each of us with an adorable little bow. It was infectious. Rina, Mion, and I all bowed back. Look at her, she's so adorable. You're such a good kid, Rika-chan. So much better than Sadoko. I glared over in her direction. Sadoko was whistling while I rather deliberately trying to avoid eye contact. Saving again, because I am paranoid. Good thing this takes 2 seconds.
I am the very model of a good girl.
A good girl wouldn't set those nasty traps.
Nothing but lies and slander. Exactly what proof... Wah!
I picked up Sadoko by the back of her collar. Jesus, she's not a cat. She looks like a misbehaved cat when I do this. I'm psychic. Aren't school uniforms supposed to be uniform? True, I was going to say, they're all wearing something different, but maybe just because Hinamizawa is like one class, they don't really care what everybody wears. Maybe it's not like a typical Japanese private school, public school. Otaku Paradise, thank you for coming. Thanks for joining the stream. Hope to see you next time. But a cat wouldn't be setting traps. She's much harder to deal with. I'm sorry. Oh. I'm sorry. Try saying that. If you won't say it... I cocked my index finger on my thumb, letting it tremble as I brought it closer to Sadoko's forehead.
I'm against violence. You don't even have any proof.
Just so you know, my forehead flick really hurts. Can split plywood right in half. Ooh, are we about to get to the horror already?
Eek! By George! Stop! Get away from me, you beast! You ninny!
I'm trying to have her say British things. Don't say that in a way that people will misunderstand. A small hand tugged on the back of my shirt. Perfect. Chef's kiss. I'm glad you guys like the accents.
She's been so lonely since you were gone for 2 days.
Rika-chan is really just so... How could I do anything more after being told that? Joe Kuzi just subscribe. Joe Kuzi? Hold on, I've heard that name before. Is that you, Matt? I swear to God. Joe Kuzi. I gently released my grip on Sadako, who at this point was on the verge of tears. She still had her eyes clamped shut as she braced herself for the forehead flick. Should have thought of that before you set a trap.
It doesn't bother me. I'm not bothered.
If there are any British people in this chat, I am so sorry. You can make fun of us dumb Americans all you like.
You mustn't cry, Sadako. Keep on fighting, yeah.
Rika gently patted the head of her prankster friend. You would never guess those two are the same age. I think Sadako could learn a thing or a million from Rika-chan.
Next time, set an even more amazing trap.
Wait a minute. Ooh, she's sneaky. I love that face. Look, she's making the kitty mouth. As she observed the scene, Rina's expression grew ecstatic as she began to swoon.
How? Sadako-chan is crying. So cute.
You can't take them home.
Oh, but they're so cute.
You can't, no matter how cute they are.
But just for a bit. It's fine.
Why does she repeat a lot of things? Rina kept a cutesy face even as outrageous ideas spewed from her mouth. According to Mion, Rina is ridiculously weak to cute things and always tries to take them home. Object or person. That's called kidnapping. Stealing is bad, but abducting people is even worse. Give it up.
Then I can just look. Just looking. That should be fine, right? Right?
Rina swooned over Sadako's crying form. If a girl ever goes missing in Hinamizawa, I'll be forced to turn Rina into the authorities. Forgive me, Rina. I'll be sure to bring you care packages when they put you away. These guys are so mean to each other. The teacher's coming. Quickly, clean everything up. Sadako, that inkstone is yours, right? Just from Mion's single statement, the entire mood of the room shifted back to normal. The inkstone was bad, but the thumbtacks stuck to the door handle were an even bigger problem. I pulled the tape off carefully, making sure not to skewer myself. No, I want to get to the horror already. Even though Sadako was the one who set it up, everyone had to pick up after her. By the time the teacher entered the room, the bedlam from before had been neatly tidied up.
We made it in time!
Rise, attention! Mion gave out the morning commands. Music change? School music. This is very typical school music. Help me came from Kurt's channel. How's Kurt's stream going so far? How's Danganronpa? How far are you guys into it? I know the last time he streamed, they finished the first chapter in DRV3, and it's a real good time, so I hope his stream is going well. For all new people, the reason I'm not streaming Corpse Party right now is because I like streaming that with Kurt, but he's doing his own stream. So hopefully one day, hopefully I'll be able to get him when he's free sometime. It's difficult being the teacher for all these different grades in one classroom. Sorry, guys. Save break. She has to teach something different to each one. But naturally, she ends up spending all her time with the younger kids. Reina and Mion being in the highest grade class to end up being mostly self-study. Smart girls. They even end up helping teach the younger kids, so it seems like they can never get to their own studies. They're actually way behind where my studies have progressed to. As a result, I'm pretty much taking over for the teacher and helping Reina and Mion with their studies. City boy? Oh, his stream died too? Oh no! I know he's been having trouble with his internet lately because he just moved, so maybe both of us are just cursed today, or maybe YouTube just didn't want us to come back. Well, too bad. We're staying.
You're a pretty good teacher, Keiichi-kun. Easy to understand.
Rina took a breather after finishing highlighting an important section. Teaching is making me lose confidence. Makes me aware of how shallow my understanding of the subject is. They say that to teach something, you need to understand it backwards and forwards. So while you're teaching us, you're getting in your own practice. I could never be a teacher. It sounds so stressful. Beating people to death is kind of wholesome. Yeah, no, this is a wholesome beating people to death kind of stream. YouTube can't handle the combined power. We are very powerful. I will say that. In contrast, the person over here is quite laissez-faire about things. For one, isn't she supposed to be in a higher grade than me? Look, Mion, this is for your own good. If you don't take this seriously, there will be trouble later on. With these marks. Oh, I saw a little spinning wheel on my mouse, and I was like, no, don't crash. It's not like I'm aiming to go to a prestigious school. I'll be fine as long as I pick up what I need to know for the entrance exams a little at a time. Her staunch defiance was really something else. This was a different type of relax than somebody who already knew what was going to be on the entrance exams.
Mi-chan, Keiichi-kun is doing his best to teach us. We need to try hard too.
You're such a good and honest kid, Reina. I'll make sure you guys get accepted into a good school.
What?
Thanks so much. Oh, look at her face. She's so flustered. She's a lot like me, I think. If the girl I'm most like is Reina, because I am quite an anxious individual. Can I say a bad word? It depends. If everybody here is of a good age and not like under 13, then go ahead and say a bad word. I don't mind. Especially you, Reina. Private lessons. Just the two of us. Ooh, he likes her.
Private lessons?
Or maybe he just likes messing with her. A puff of smoke shaped like a halo popped out of Reina's head. Aww. Exactly what kind of private lesson is she fantasizing about that's making her turn so red? Come on, don't act like that. You're doing this to her. I'd like to hear the play-by-play about that next time. While Mion was flipping through her vocabulary flashcards, she threw out a casual question. Ooh! Oh, wait. Got a notification. Kurt Ritchie is now playing Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony. Alright, I'm guessing that means his stream must have just crashed. Frick! How dare you? That's the worst word of all. I'm kidding. You can say frick here. So, in the city, do you have to study this much? If you don't know at least this much, you can't get into university. So, you study just to get into a university? Well, yeah, basically. While knowing that this stuff won't ever come in handy in the future. Out here, you can get into university as long as your attendance is good enough. Wow, where could I have signed up back then? I mean, I'm already done with college, but like... Really? Study equals entrance exams. Having that basic law of the universe so easily overturned sent me into a state of shock. I wonder if everybody goes to the same college here, too.
That's right. There aren't really enough people around here to warrant weeding them out with an exam.
If anyone can get into university, then there's no need to be uptight about this stuff, right? Well, that's true, but you should at least know stuff that's common knowledge. This old geezer thinks that instead of wasting time studying pointlessly, you should be spending your precious teen years doing more meaningful things. It was too profound of a statement to simply laugh off. But since it was Mion, it probably didn't actually have that deep of a meaning. Damn, if I could have skipped BC Calculus in high school, that would have been great. For real, if I could have skipped, like, trigonometry, that would have been amazing. In the place of a chime, the sound of the principal waving a handbell drifted through the classroom.
Kei-chan, we're done! We're done!
It's our wonderful lunchtime. In a complete 180 from her unmotivated state, Mion gave the commands that signaled the end of the morning period.
Keiichi-kun, let's have lunch.
I like that they have little stars and like hearts and things. It's a really cute touch. I might have been making a very troubled face. Reina smiled brightly at me.
All right, let's eat.
Save before lunch. There seemed to be different cliques, even within the class. Most of them were divided up by gender and age, but our group was different. Our ages were different, and we had both boys and girls. But we weren't reserved around each other. This level of openness makes a transfer student like me pretty happy. Reina and Mion pushed their desks together so they were facing each other. At the same time, Sadako and Rika-chan were slowly lugging their desks over as well.
Keiichi-kun, hurry, hurry!
Reina waved over her chopsticks in an unrefined manner, trying to hurry me along. Unless everyone was together, they wouldn't even open their lunch boxes.
Keiichi-san's lunchbox is most assuredly filled with nothing but bread crusts like some sort of destitute plebeian.
You know, it actually was a really good idea giving Sadako a British accent.
Why don't you just show it to us? Come on now!
Even though Sadako was hurling insults at me, she still wouldn't open the lid to her lunchbox until I was there. I pulled out my lunchbox swiftly and dragged my chair over to join the circle. Hey, sorry to keep you waiting. I like that he hangs out with a bunch of girls. Well then, Representative Me, please give the signal to start. Oh yeah, I remember in the anime sometimes she goes like, me, and it's so cute. At first, this was kind of embarrassing, but I got used to it pretty fast. At this point, I probably wouldn't even open my own lunchbox if someone else was too slow. Our ages and genders may have all been different, but we were all friends. Yeah, no, I have a pretty good mix of male friends and female friends, and mostly non-binary friends. Let's eat. The sound of our little 5-part chorus echoed beautifully throughout the classroom. Really though, I've gotten pretty used to this group made up of all girls. Of course there are other boys in the class, but they were a lot younger, so they were scared to approach me. Well, that's to be expected. Younger boys just see older boys as scary. Compare that to girls, well, at least these girls aren't picky. We put all the side dishes in the middle where everybody was free to pick at them. I thought girls would mind sharing a meal with a guy, so I was a bit flustered joining in. However, Mion noticed that and teased me quite a bit. As the fruit of my efforts, I can now reach over and take sides from anybody's lunch. I like that we're having a conversation about school in the chat. I am very happy to be done with school. Like, the second I graduated college, I was like, no more homework, no more exams, no more projects. It was a really good feeling, like, especially when I finished high school. I remember being so happy, being like, I never have to deal with high school again. It was amazing.
My, isn't Keiichi's lunch extravagant today?
My, isn't Madame Sadako's lunch extravagant as well? I like how they talk to each other. This is kind of adorable. I know that soon all this adorableness is going to end, but let's savor it while it's happening. The stewed stuff has a nice look to it, rather trendy. Buying into the fight that Sadako was starting, our chopsticks locked in a cross-counter, stabbing into each other's lunch.
My, how delicious!
Oh, this taro is good. The stewed stuff is good too, even cold. After seeing my happy face, Rika-chan's expression broke into a little smile. Thank you, Ferns. I like the voice I gave her too.
I saved some dinner from last night.
By the way, Sadako and Rika-chan's lunches are always the same. It seems that Rika-chan makes it for both of them every day. Rika-chan made this too? These taste like mom's home cooking. I was honestly impressed. The carrot rosettes weren't from a mold. They were done by hand with a knife. Wow, she did all of this herself? I know that, that Rika and Sadako are a little younger, so that's really impressive. This is why Rika-chan is the best. That's not easy to do. I guess Rika-chan's just good at this sort of thing.
She's really good at sewing, laundry, and stuff like that. Amazing, right? Amazing! Rika is quite exceptional in many ways. Oh,
That's nothing for you to boast about.
Rena's actually better at cooking than I am.
Alright, now I'm starting to get used to who's talking. I think it's whoever's expression changed or whoever appears at that moment on screen.
Well, you know.
It seemed that the topic of conversation switched to Rena when she wasn't expecting it, making her blush and trip over her words. Yeah, I am Rena. Oh my god. I'm a mix of Rena and Ayumi from Corpse Party, I think. Rena's lunch really was the star of the table. Not only did it look good, it tasted good. Everyone else pulled from Rena's lunchbox constantly.
Everyone liked this one so much before, so I made a lot this time. It's good, I hope. I hope.
It's got high marks from me. Ah, Mion, you're taking too much. Knocking Mion's chopsticks aside, I reached out, trying to secure my own portion. Sadako and Rika-chan reached over at the same time, and a struggle ensued. Everyone shoveled in mouthful after mouthful while praising it, and Rena's lunchbox was soon empty. It was kind of bad that no one thought to leave any for Rena. Oh, poor Rena. But Rena seemed rather satisfied as she looked on. Question for chat, who do you guys think, which character do you think you're most like? I think I'm most like Rena-chan. How'd you like it?
Wait, oh, how'd you like it? Isn't Reina-san an extremely good cook too? Quite different from Keiichi-san.
I said that's nothing for you to boast about. You're not much different from Kei-chan, Sadako. Can you tell the difference between broccoli and cauliflower yet? Sadako's face went pale.
Oi, oi! Even I can tell the difference between broccoli and cauliflower, you know. Of course I can. I really can.
It's really hard for her to lie.
Kichi-kun, both taste good when they're boiled and topped with mayo, right?
That doesn't sound too good, actually. Personally, I don't like boiled vegetables. I think if vegetables are mushy, then I don't want them. I like them nice and crunchy. My favorite vegetable is probably bok choy. But I don't know if pickles count as a vegetable. Pickles count as a vegetable. But like as like a healthy vegetable, probably bok choy. Or maybe cucumbers are the vegetable, but like that's a yikes for me. Yeah, that's a yikes for me too.
You shouldn't be picking on her. Me-chan too.
Rena hurriedly tried to follow it up, but Mion laughed haughtily as she drew closer to Sadako. Well, just pretend it's a little home ec lesson. Now then, Sadako, what's this? Mion lifted up her chopsticks. Between them was a piece of green stuff wrapped in bacon.
But that's asparagus.
Mion made eye contact with me, and within 0.3 seconds, I had Rika-chan's mouth covered. Holding a piece of bacon-wrapped asparagus and giving her two choices, she's pretty terrible.
The yellow one is cauliflower. No, wait. The green one is cauliflower.
How do you not know the difference? Also, isn't cauliflower white? Maybe if you boil it, it turns yellow. Oh, if you boil it and cover it in mayo, I imagine it would turn yellow. Especially if it's that Japanese mayo that's a little sweeter and more yellow. So which?
Probably the yellow one is broccoli, and the blue one is cauliflower.
Blue? What's blue?
But the green one is,
Do you really know which is which? How about you just give up? I'd expect no less from the class rep. The oldest. The way she drives people into a corner just shows how much experience she has. This is just a hunch, but being brought into the Sonozaki household might be quite the ordeal.
I do know. I really do.
Then answer the question. Alright, enough broccoli talk. When do we get to the murder?
I know.
Sadako is just dense, mate. She finally broke down and started crying. When she acts like this, she usually starts to seem her age. She actually starts to seem her age.
How cute!
Why does she talk like that? Rina entered a state of euphoria as Sadako bawled her eyes out. Rina was in a state of bliss as she rubbed her cheek against Sadako's head and smothered her. Really, a very content face. One that wouldn't care if the world ended right then. It was that kind of smile.
Reina! Reina! Let me sip my tea. Mimi's picking on me. Aww. Blimey. Cute! Cute!
Again, to all my British viewers, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Rina and Nei-chan will take care of all those bad people who tease my little sister.
Oh! What? Now do we get to the violence? In the murder? Whoosh, poof, bam! It was like a flash of lightning. What? Was that just now? Both of Reina's fists shot out at supersonic speeds, striking Mion and me squarely in our faces. What? Reina! Oh my god, I thought she was the sweet. Wow. Before we knew it, Mion and I were sprawled spread eagle on the floor, staring up at the ceiling with matching welts on our faces. This is the first time you've gotten one, right? Today, she went easy on us. Jeez, what a mad lad is right. Amber Leslie, Doki Gang! Yeah, it is the quiet ones you gotta watch out for. Easy? You mean there's something harder than this? With that, Mia and I both slumped our heads back onto the floor in unison. From now on, I'll be careful when I'm within striking distance of Reina.
See, Sadako-chan? I took care of them.
It's always the cute ones you have to look out for, too.
Cute! I want to take you home.
Making sure Reina couldn't see it, Sadako stuck her tongue out at us. Damn it all! Using Reina like a puppet. Rika-chan massaged our bruises without saying a word. Good, Rika. Now are we gonna get to the creepy stuff? Wait, is this the one anime with the finger scene? Yes, it is, Ember Lazuli. It might not happen for a while, but I have my eye on you, Dory. Yeah, you guys better watch out. Don't mess with my Sadako-chan. No matter what the day had held, the last school bell always came too soon. Save and load. Our shadows stretched off into the distance.
Hey, Keiichi-kun, tomorrow, do you have plans or anything?
Now she's being sweet again. I have plans to not get punched by you. Bo? It was such a direct question from Reina. I inadvertently blushed. If it was for a date, then wouldn't you do it more subtly? Reina saw me lost for words and realized that I'd misunderstood and turned red as well.
No, I didn't mean it like that. You see?
Does this game have dating sim options? I think I read somewhere that this doesn't really have any, like, pads or options or anything. But, I wish it had dating options. Although, I'd probably want my only two options to be Reina and Mion because they're closest to my age in this game. I have no idea what the finger reference means, but I'm in for the ride. Oh, man, are you in for a ride, my friend. Oof. Ariana, thank you so much for the donation. Love you, Dory. So glad you're back and hope you're feeling better. Maybe this will go a little way to getting a second monitor. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I'm so happy to be back, and I'm really happy you guys are here sticking with me. It really means a lot, because I felt so bad that I couldn't stream for so long, and I really just want to keep doing this more and just make this look better and better, and one day this will be hopefully the most beautiful stream you'll see, and the most bloody too. Oh! So, apparently that wasn't what she meant. since it's always fun when Reina's in a panic, I went along with it a little. Oh, really? So, it wasn't meant that way. Playing it up, I slumped my shoulders, feigning dejection.
Keiichi-kun, why are you so disappointed? Why? Me-chan!
Unable to hold it in any longer, Mion slapped me on the back. I see. This old geezer never knew you could push her buttons like that. I like how she refers to herself as an old geezer, and she's probably only like, what, 16, 17? Wait, Ember and Flippy are here? Oh, thank you guys so much. I wonder, are you guys switching between me and Kurt's streams? Also, I hope his stream is going better now. I hope he was able to get it back up. But I'm glad you guys are here too. Thank you so much for supporting both. I apologize if this crashes. To anybody new here, this crashed before, and if it does again, then I'll probably just stop for the day. But I'm probably gonna end maybe like 15, 20 minutes or so. We'll see. And hopefully the stream will stay up that long.
What is it?
Mion was rolling on the floor, clutching her stomach while Reina flailed around, completely bewildered. I couldn't help but start laughing as well. Feeling just a little bit guilty, I ruffled Reina's hair. Kidding. Sorry, it was a joke. That was my fault. She really is a cute one.
Joke? Since when? Since when?
Should I cosplay Reina on stream sometime? I would love to do that. About halfway through. Halfway? So, Kei-chan, that means you weren't acting like... So that means you weren't acting when you blushed at the start? That means... It was only a momentary lapse, but there was no way Mion would let such a delectable detail slip by her. Well, you see... Saying anything more was also a bad idea. In my bewildered state, I slipped further into an unfavorable position. After that, Mion continued to tease me about it for a while. Any cosplay is a good cosplay, true. So, why were you asking me if I'm free tomorrow, Reina? Sorry, guys. I'm a paranoid bitch.
Huh? Oh, what were we talking about?
It had been so long that Reina had forgotten. That's how long Mion had teased me. It's just Kei-chan. You probably can't find your way around Hinamizawa by yourself yet, can you? That was true. I hate to say it, but if you blindfolded me and spun me around 3 times like we're playing Pin the Tail on the Donkey, I wouldn't be able to tell up from down here. Yeah, I don't think I know how to get anywhere besides back and forth from school. Yes.
So you see...
Sorry.
Yes. So you see, tomorrow, we were thinking that Mi-chan and I could escort you through Hinamizawa and show you around.
That would be a godsend. Frankly, I was happy about the offer. You'll come, of course, right? If I'm free. What else do you have to do? There's nothing in this town. You're being invited by a girl, you know. If I'm free. You're probably free anyways. If I'm free. I was being stubborn so as to not give her a clear yes or no. Even though I thought it was a godsend, I'm too much of a scamp to say so up front.
Keiichi-kun, you're not free, perhaps?
While Mia and I had our rather sour back and forth, Reina peeked over at me hesitantly. Figuring I'd been a bit too rough on her, I just gave in. Of course I'm free. I'll do anything for you, Reina-chan. Sorry, forgive me. I apologize. I'm free. Devilman, thank you for catching the stream. I'm glad you were able to make it to one. I'm sorry it's been so long since my last one. I do not remember a time when I wasn't interested in girls. Same here. Great. I'm interested in all. That's my sexuality. The trepidation disappeared from Reina's face as it blossomed into a smile. Hey now. Seems like there's quite a difference between how cold you are to me compared to Reina, isn't there? It seems Mion didn't care for how rude I was to her compared to how quickly I agreed with Reina. But her being annoyed was very interesting. So I pushed Reina forward, speeding up our pace to leave Mion behind. Let's go, Reina. Maybe it should be just the two of us tomorrow, leaving grumpy old Mion behind.
Huh? Whoa! If Keiichi-kun is okay with that, then...
I'm the one who came up with the idea to take him around. Don't ignore me, Keiichi Maibara. It'd be great if the two of us could go on a picnic together. Should we bring a basket, Reina?
If we're bringing a basket, I'll make all the food. Maybe. Don't you ignore me too, Reina. I'll tell everyone that you two disappeared into the hotel district together.
Ooh. Oh my god. Reina, what is your damage, girl? How can she be so cute and so deadly at the same time?
Well then, I'm going home right now to start making it. Tomorrow is going to be so fun. Later, Keiichi-kun, Mi-chan, bye!
Reina bounded off like she was walking on the moon. After the dust settled, all that was left was me standing next to Mion, sprawled out on the ground. There was a welt on her face. Rhea is giving me Chie vibes from Persona 4. Yeah, I'm getting that too. Maybe a little more flustered than Chie, but the feistiness, the occasional feistiness is a lot like Chie. I love Persona 4, by the way. That's my favorite in the series. Are you alright? There was over 2 meters between you guys. Since you came, they become sharper. This old geezer's body can't handle it. It'd be easier if you stopped saying stuff that makes Reina want to hit you. Or else this will end up being Mion's slapstick comedy hour. If that happened, the results might be fatal. Don't feel bad, Mion. You're probably the only one who could dodge her jabs. It felt like it was her knee, though. Could it be that we were hanging around with an unrivaled martial arts master? Maybe someday we'll see your debut in an extreme contact sport. Drag is not a contact sport. Sorry, had to do a RuPaul's Drag Race reference. You can't lose to Reina. You need to train up and have a rematch. Kei-chan, you should... This old geezer will root for you. Mia and I reaffirmed our determination to discover a way to counter Reina's infallible technique. Wait, is this the end? Hold up. Don't tell me that's it. You have received new tips. We're a mixed grade. We don't have a uniform? I'm confused. Does anybody in chat know? If this is the end? Oh, it's the end of chapter 1? Let's see. I'm gonna press continue and... Oh, it's not the end. But I guess since we've reached that point, maybe that would make this a good spot to end the stream? So... Yeah, I'm sorry about when it crashed the first time, but I'm really happy to everybody who stuck with it and who joined. Thank you so much to everybody who subbed, to everybody who donated, and to all of my lovely people in the chat. It was nice getting to interact with you guys a lot. I really want to try to interact with chat more, and once I finally do have that dual monitor set up, I'll be able to do this so much more efficiently, and yeah. So this was really fun. Let me guys know if you guys want to keep watching a Higurashi Let's Play. I promise I will be back with Corpse Party. I'll try to get Kurt to come back with me sometime. So yeah, thank you so much for joining. My name is Doki Door. You can call me Doki, you can call me Dory, whatever you like. I like the Doki-chan nickname. I'm thinking of doing a poll up on Twitter being like, should I stick with Lovely Dory on here? Should I do kind of a rebrand and be Doki Dory? Because I think it's just... It's fun. So yeah, guys, thank you so much. And hopefully I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Have a great evening.